Hey everybody, how's it going? So Chris Terrio did an interview recently with IndieWire where he goes into, of all the things, how Rey brings balance to the Force, which I know is going to be really controversial for a lot of people just because in a way that makes her a chosen one, so to speak, or in a way it also diminishes the, not mystery, but just the general mystique behind the chosen one prophecy that was Anakin. Getting on to what Chris Terrio actually says, he says the balance of the Force always, as George Lucas has said, means that the dark and the light exist. There are corners everywhere in the galaxy where the dark still exists, except that with the rise of Palpatine in the original trilogy, I think the way George would describe it is that the dark became too powerful to the point where the light had almost disappeared. Just as a quick side note, that's actually very accurate to what George Lucas said. He's gone on record a lot of times when talking about the balance of the Force and how it came out of balance. He always says things like the dark side became a cancer to the Force, things of that nature that required such extreme balancing. Also at the same time, this kind of goes off of what was established, or not established, but I guess reinforced by what Luke Skywalker said in The Last Jedi when talking to Rey, because he kept talking about things how when the Force gets out of balance, especially with the dark side, the lies rights to meet it. But going on, especially talking more about Palpatine, Chris Terrio hints that Palpatine did want to take over Rey's body, but also says, so in winning this victory against the First Order and remnants of the Empire and the Sith loyalists, I think that balance was restored because the dark side had been growing much and so much more powerful than the light. By Rey striking that final blow, it doesn't mean that everything is happily ever after forever, but it does mean at least for a moment in time, the dark side has been held off and the light side has pushed back. It does make a lot of sense with everything else we saw in the movie. However, one thing I'm worried about is that this sets up a cycle where basically we have a chosen one every single generation, because that can get kind of messy really quick, but also at the same time kind of lessen the value of significance with Anakin being the chosen one and his story in the first place. Because if his story is just one of many, I mean, yes, that's interesting, but it's not nearly so important that you have to make it this great chosen one prophecy. Leave your comments down below. What do you guys think? And we'll see you guys later.